Hello everyone, and welcome back to this Lord of the Rings Minecraft mod adventure. I am LeftClick, and I am glad that we have finally compiled the forces we have, been able to afford with our coin, but the finest men I've ever seen, including those that are away from all the rest, looking at a pine tree. Never change, Scarlet Brigade. Never change. You got the Scarlet Brigade of the Woodlands who really, really likes trees. You got the Thudorfjord or Thunorfjord. Thunorfjord. I I forgot my own name. Thunorfjord of Rohan, the Thunderfjord, who is ready to protect their homeland and ally with Gondor, who is represented chiefly by the wings of the War Eagle. Elite Swan Knights supported by their archers. Now, I trained these guys up a little bit in Gondor because it happened to be nightfall. I'm like, you know what? Sure, I might as well. These guys are badasses. Now, being supported by archers is great because when the archers move in and they start shooting the enemy starts maybe either shooting back or aggroing towards the archers. And because of that, I did lose like 2 archers or maybe 3. But these guys, they storm in and they wreck shop, my guy. Every one of these knights is like at least level 3 combat level. Like, here, take this guy. Yeah, he's level 3. Like, choose any one of these guys. Their lances are wet with blood. They are battle hardened. And they earned it too. I didn't help them that much or cherry pick any targets for them. I just let them work and occasionally took out some archers to make sure they weren't being cheesed. And these Swan Knights, the Wings of the War Eagle, are nothing to mess with. Even though there's only 7 of them, I feel like they are a fantastic unit to lead the charge here. And I'm going to find out who is the strongest among them. Baragon is good. Eldakar is good. Bergil is only level 2, actually. He's a little bit weaker. Harlambos is level 3. Where are you? Firion is only level 1? Really? I think it's because all the others have been... Wow, I thought that more of them were level 3. Okay, you know what? I'm going to name Baragon. You are going to be the captain, so I'm going to give you a very special helmet. The question is, do I have swan feathers? Because I want to give this guy the tower guard. I only have 1 swan feather. God dang it. I wish I had another swan feather. I wanted to give him a tower guard to show that he was the captain of this. Basically, other than me, that he was the captain of this merry band. The de facto leader is what I would call him. But alas, not able to. And you also notice I have blocks of gold in my inventory. That is because we are going to our Uruk fortress to make sure that these guys are able to have a nice, solid home without anyone messing with them or any enemies spawning within the fortress itself when they are there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport there quickly. Let me just head over there. And where is it? Oh yeah, it's up here. I keep forgetting that, like, Minas Tirith is here, and then the Black Gate is all the way up here. I'm not going to bring these guys to Daggerlad yet. I am going to bring these guys just directly to the Black Uruk Fortress. Although having the base at Daggerlad is great, maybe as a place to retreat or to regroup, so that we can leave combat, try and find a safe area, and then dip. I want to cover all 4 corners of this fortress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to each of these 4 corners and set down a banner. And it should protect itself from enemy units, hopefully. And by that time, once these huge lava pits are all done. Okay, so it's going to be 1 in each tower. 1 in the corner of the dungeons, and 1 in the corner of the mead hall. And then that should be the entirety of the area. And I use gold blocks because I believe those are the best. And it's also time for me to kill this man. Excuse me. You're not allowed to be here. Okay, please die. Jeez, is this or God, this Black Battle Axe was not doing anything against this guy. Holy crap. Okay, so the meat hall, I'm going to put the banner. Let's see, you got the spit here. I'm going to put it in the center. Boom. Center spot, banner of Gondor. You will see now that there is banner protection. All I'm required protection +1, fine. Self-protection means that the banner will not be destroyed by explosives or things like that. It protects itself to make sure it doesn't get cheesed by enemies. Default permissions. This is for if players with this Gondor alignment are able to enter into this area, they are able to access crafting containers, all that crap. Now, if you want to see the area that this covers, let me go up to the command center and press F3. This whole cube is covered. I severely overestimated how much protection we would need. I think this banner covers the entire fortress. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand it slightly to try and get to a big area around the fortress. So I'm going to put a banner maybe in the center. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should have brought 5. I severely overestimated how many we would need. So I'm going to take this away. I need an iron pick. Thank you. Here we go. And let's put one... Yeah. Center of the camp. There we go. Alignment 1. Let's see. Bam! Whole fortress is covered by one banner. Welcome, bitches, to your nightmare. Yeah, you don't like it here anymore, do ya? Can these guys even attack me? These guys can't even attack me when they're in this place. Holy crap! Banner protection is so good! I didn't know that! I just thought they were missing me or something. I thought I had the range advantage on them. They just can't hurt me. Oh, this is excellent. Oh, this is dirty. I like this a lot. Let's fill up this hole because we don't really need it. You don't worry about it anymore. Let's get rid of these crappy Black Uruk banners too. Did that sapper didn't destroy blocks? God, banner protection is way better than I thought it was. Okay, let's get rid of these Black Uruk banners and burn them because screw that, we don't need that here. Banner of the Black Uruks, get out of here. This is a Gondorian place. Let's put 2 banners of Gondor up here just for flavor. Yep. Yep. Now all will know that this is a Gondorian place. Let's get rid of that Mordor banner too. I'm not going to replace it because I do want to actually put more banner protection at the front of the fortress. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to also replace this crafting table with a Gondorian crafting table. Get out of here. This is a Gondorian place. Grr. They're using a Gondorian levyman as an archery target. How dare they? We are going to turn this place upside down, bro. We are going to make this our own fortress. But for now, we're just going to have to settle with getting rid of some of the banners. And what I want to do is protect the area that's just at the front. Here we go. Yeah. I want to protect the area that's just at the front of the fortress, just so when we ride out to the... What direction is this? To the south, directly into Mordor, we will have a little bit of leeway room. But before we do that, I have to fight my way there. So, let's head over. Let's break out of this fortress, as we would in real life. Storm the gatehouse. Tank hits like nobody's business. Move forward. Tank more hits. Oh, wow, this guy actually hit me. I'm a little bit surprised. Alright. Turn on the F3 so we can see how far our jurisdiction lies. Okay, I think we need to go A little bit farther. A little bit farther. Little bit. Okay, the territories are a little bit far apart. Maybe here? Okay, yeah. I know you can attack me. There we go. Territories are still a little far. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe that's what's gonna do it. I know you're shooting me with arrows. I don't care. Put banner down, and I'll be fine. There we go. Okay, now the territories overlap. Excellent. So now we basically have a buffer zone outside of here where we can expand. We can maybe have a stable for our army. We basically have a territory now, which is exactly what we want. So we can go in. We can just abuse everyone here. We can train up units super easily here because if I don't take damage, I doubt they will either. Like, look at me. I'm covered in arrows, and you'll see I'm at perfectly full health. But I will need some new boots, so I'm going to grab these Mordor boots and shove it in their face. Haha, look at me. I'm just like you. And my poison automatically heals because I'm so good. Please stop hitting me, sir. Please. You're not going to win this. I don't know why you're fighting. You're not going to get me out of this zone. I heal instantly. I feel like a god. God, this is so cool. Alright, I need to make that area where the banner is a little bit less... How do I put this? I need to make it look better. So I want to put it on a pedestal or maybe protect it with a tower or something. To not make it where not only does it look bad, but also because in case I accidentally run by it and hit it and get rid of that protection, that would be bad. So I want to make sure I don't do that. So let's stay in this thing's protection range. Head back to our fortress. Our new Gondorian fortress. And, man, do we have a... We don't have a Gondorian table on us. If we had a Gondorian crafting table on us, if I thought this through, I would have taken our Gondorian crafting table so I can make a crap ton of banners and put more around. Or go to Daggerlad and to our Daggerlad base and put some more there too. But hey, you know what? You live and you learn. We have extra gold here now. Yum. Put some treasure here. Alright, I'll clear out the trash a little bit. Might spruce this place up, make it presentable for our army, and when I do so, you'll be able to see. So, I'll catch you in a little bit when this place is a little bit more Gondor friendly. Alright, I spruced this place up just a little bit. I made it a little bit more coalition friendly to welcome our troops whenever they get here. So, what I did is I went back home and I gathered a bunch of materials, including iron, rock, wood, things like that. I made some banners of each of the factions and sub-factions that are represented here. I made a Lasarnach banner, a banner of Rohan, a banner of Gondor, and a banner of Dol Amroth. I brought all the crafting tables here so that I can make new weapons for the weapon racks for the archery course. As you can see, the archery course now has a Mordor target here, which is good. And I replaced the fighting pit with a Lebethron tree. Lebethron, as you know, is the tree that is native to Ithilien, and I figured it would be a good choice to display in the main courtyard. Instead of the top canopy that you see here above the barracks, I got rid of that. I found it a little bit too restrictive. With the towers, it's fine. It gives me a little bit of security, but up here, I made it more open, and I gave it its Gondorian banners. And let's see, I think I added some new like cedar seats to this tower here, but I saved some of the good stuff for last. I used up all my cobblestone, unfortunately, but excuse me, get out of here. Thank you, loser. So before you had this sort of curved Mordor architecture top to the command center. And it looked like almost the Witch King's crown. So what I did is I bombed it so I could have more visibility, and I replaced it with something that resembled. I tried to make it look like the crown of Elendil, the crown of the Sea Kings, so that they knew that this was a place of Gondor, of the one true king who will return. And I hope this message got through to them. And I can't believe I forgot to place these torches. God dang it. I knew I was missing something. There's a bunch of orc torches around the facility that I haven't replaced yet, but I might do some more touch-ups as the time goes on, as we spend more time in this facility. But I feel like this is a good place to start. To make this feel more like a Gondorian or like a coalition stronghold rather than a place made by, well, it's made by Uruks, but it's ours now. We have conquered it. It is our place. It is part of Gondor, or at least the little bit of Gondor that we have. I would like to turn in some of these Gondor quests. There's one for Harlambos. Oh man, sorry. I apologize profusely for yawning while I'm doing a video. It is currently pretty early in the morning. So I apologize. I wanted to get an early start for this because I was excited to get back into designing this, because I took some time to think about what I was going to do for this, and I was gathering materials and stuff, so I took a little break, but now I came back, and now I'm here. Slay 6 Gondorian Renegade. Where are they? Oh, they're in the south. I don't want to do that. Iron ingots. I can do that. I used all of mine, though, so I'm sorry. Oh, I also added a bunch of cedar doors here. Alright, so I'll leave these guys inside here. I can do some quests for these levy men. I'll slay some dunlendings for you. Sure, whatever you say. And I think it's about time to introduce our army to their base. I think it's time. Let's make a new fast travel point, though, because if we fast travel up to the command center, some of them could be left behind, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to add LeftClick's Redoubt. There. That's a good name for this place. And, oh, if you're wondering what I did to the banner near the front, let me go up to the command center really quick. If you're wondering what I did to the other banner that was near the front of our area, I basically covered it. You can't see it right now, but I covered it with a little bit of boulder to make it look like just a simple boulder as part of the landscape. Because outside it is still pretty desolate, but maybe I'll build it up into a tower later. I was just kind of lacking in materials, so I didn't want to go too hard on it. But, yeah, I think it's time to go get our troops and bring them back here. But we have to go back to the Arnor Tower home, and it's going to take some fast travel time, so we might take the time to train them up a little bit more against some Gundabad orcs. I think that might be wise. So, let's do that. Let's fast travel to the Arnorian Tower. And hopefully we can train these guys up against some really piddly orcs, because it's going to take us like 30 minutes to get back to that. Yeah, it's going to take us 30 minutes to get back to that Black Uruk stronghold, because it was a fast travel point. Yeah, it was a fast travel point that was very recently created. So, I think what we're going to do is we are going to get our equipment materials. We are going to maybe sort some of this stuff out. There's our Horns of Command. Let's train these guys up against some solid opponents during the nighttime. I think that sounds good. But we have to wait for nighttime, of course. So I could just do some farming. I could do some resource collection, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, also, if you're wondering how to make a Dol Amroth crafting table and a Rohirrim crafting table, all you need is to get 4 planks of wood to make a Rohirrim crafting table, and then you need 2 Gondor rock and 2 wood planks in order to make a dull Amroth crafting table. Pretty simple. And then you can, keep making crafting tables so you can keep expanding your territory. At least that's what my thinking is. Now let me check the conquest here, because although we have 217 conquest here, that is pretty good because of, the invasions we've done here. Down here, I have 89 conquest. I did not know that. We have a good amount of conquest. We have a big red spot up here in Rohan. I think we have a little bit in this area where we were in Doran Arnil, where I was training up the Dol Amroth Knights, and a little bit here near Fairfell, obviously. So, I think what we're going to do is we are going to outfit ourselves fully in the best armor we have, which means we need swan feathers, which I forgot to get. So, I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use a Rohirric. Where is my... Okay, gold nuggets and leather. I'm going to make myself a brand new Rohirric coif, actually, so I'm going to need iron. Here we go. And I believe the Rohirric coif goes like that. And here we go. Rohirric martial helmet. It's poor! Oh man, I gotta reforge that. Reforge engrave ownership. Can I do that? That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna reforge this. Hardy, there we go. I'm gonna engrave ownership as LeftClick's helmet. Actually, that reminds me. You know what I should do? I should engrave Farmon's armor, or I should engrave his helmet. I think that's a decent thing to do. Let's engrave Farmon's helmet with his name. Hardy Dalish helmet. Yeah, we know it's yours, Farmon. We still miss you. Mordor will pay, and with it, Gundabad will fall. But I'm still sorry for failing you, man. Engrave cost 2. Engrave ownership belongs to LeftClick Games. Oh man, I thought you could do a custom thing. Oh well. Well, you know what? He'll be known for his service. That's fine. It's kind of lame though that you can't just say a name for the Dalish helmet, for instance. So you could say this belongs to Girion, son of Bard, that kind of thing. But, flavor and roleplay can only go so far when you have this system in place. Okay, so we got our first part of our best armor that we can get. We already have our Dol Amroth chest piece, which is what we're planning on using, I believe. So let's grab that and let's repair it to get it to its best durability. Can I not repair it? Thank you. Alright. And let's see. Can we add some scrolls to this? Like, I want to make this armor the best it can be. Like, I wanna be rolling in with drip. You know what I mean? Let's put these away. And let's make ourselves a good armor stand. So we are going to need to make ourselves some more cobblestone, which I do not have. So I'm gonna go mine some real quick. Don't mind me. Oh, I hear combat. I think I just heard someone die. It's fucking right. Don't mess with these people. Oh, hello, friend. Didn't know you were here. Oh, didn't know you were here. Wow, I didn't know there was a dungeon down here. All right, that's cool. Got an Angmar Warhammer, Mordor Warhammer, gold ingots. I'll take all this crap. Well, it's not crap, honestly. It's still pretty good material. But you know what? Don't tell the orcs that. We don't want them to think highly of themselves. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's go Angmar Warhammer. Oh, man. We have lots of Warhammers. We're going to be smashing through armor like nobody's business. And we might as well take some of this iron because, you could always use more iron, especially when raising an army. Wishing we had more, While we were in Doran Arneal, we should have maybe got some swan feathers, because I know Doran Arneal has swan feathers. I wish I could have got some. That would have been a good idea. But hey, you know what? You live and you learn. You know, just like the Sonic game. Live and learn. Yeah, you guys play. What Sonic game was that from? Was that from Sonic Adventure? I can't remember. I wasn't a huge Sonic kid, so I can't really tell you. Man, it's actually been a while since I've made. How do I make this armor stand again? Oh, I need 3, don't I? Crap. I keep forgetting recipes if I haven't like recorded for a little bit. It's also because I've been actually experimenting with another mod pack, like a big mod pack that includes the renewed version or the 1.16 version of the Lord of the Rings Minecraft mod that does not have nearly as much content as this version, but when you complement the 1.16 Minecraft, there we go. Sorry. When you complement the 1.16 version of Lord of the Rings Minecraft mod with the mods in this mod pack, it is absolutely breathtaking. This mod pack is, just for reference, it's called Lenbine, which is made by one of my viewers, actually. It was curated by one of my viewers named Telthor Moravel. She is a longtime viewer, and she made this mod pack, but I was experimenting with that, and so I ended up not doing Lord of the Rings mod for a little bit, or at least recording for a bit, because I made a backlog of videos, and so I could have time to check out that mod pack. But alas, we have this Dol Amroth drip now, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Gondorian leggings, maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Gondorian stuff. I could use Elvish stuff, but I feel like if we're representing the human race, it might be nice. Okay, yeah. Gondorian leggings and Gondorian boots. And we can reforge this stuff with all the bells and whistles, essentially. So let's get this guy. Yeah, this looks like our battle armor. So let's get this Dol Amroth chestplate and make it as effective as it can be. So let's see what scrolls we can use on it. We have protection against falling, protection plus 10 manga, can tool speed, harvest special blocks, plus 2 protection. We can use that. Protection against fire, protection against falling, tool speed, looting luck, melee damage, launch speed, protection against projectiles. I will take that. Okay. So let's see if we can forge projectile protection against this. There we go. And then, does it cost... Yeah, we can't do multiple, so we can only have one. So let's have that as projectiles against our chest, which, you know, is probably the center mass where people are aiming for, and this will be just pure protection. That's what we'll go for. Our helmet will be protected, for sure. Grab that. Bam, bam. Plus 2 protection? Can I not? Oh, it's already hardy. That's why. Okay, I see now. Okay, that's understandable. Well, fortunately, our Gondorian leggings and boots are basically blank slates, so we don't have to worry about that. At least our Rohirric helmet, which is a little bit weaker in terms of armor, will at least last longer. Which, you know, is something. Can I not gain more protection for this? Really? Reforge. Glancing. Sure, I'll take that. Let's reforge this. Gondorian leggings. Really? Nothing? Can't do anything? This sucks. Can I only do the protection thing with chest plates? Steadfast? Really? That sucks. Reforge this again. Tough. Thank you. Okay, fine. I didn't get to use the good shit, I guess. Oh, you know what? No, it's not. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We reforged it a couple times, and then we got what we needed. You know, we got the few bonuses that could turn the tide in the battle. So that's all we can ask for. All right, Our battle suit is ready. And now we are basically still using scavenged weapons at this point, but I want to change that. I think using an elvish weapon is probably the best. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Although mithril obviously is the best, but I don't have any mithril. Let's put some food in here. Yep, we got a lot of food, so we can definitely hold out for a long period of time. If we need to hunker down in the fort, let's put our Uruk seal away. We could use these orc bombs in the future. Saddles for taming things on the go. Okay, got some elven steel. Oh boy, this is gonna be an endeavor. Actually, you know what we could do? We could give the captain of our merry band, instead of giving them a Gondorian tower guard helmet, we can give them an elvish helmet. Maybe. Let's see. Darwinian crafting. The Darwinian helmets I think look cool. It is an alliance of elves and men, and it is purple, which is, you know, it is purple, which is my favorite color. So, yeah, let's give this to the captain of the Lasarnok people. Let's see. Who has experience? You're combat level 2? Here. Okay, no, this helmet looks awful on you. Give it back, give it back, give it back. This is a bad decision. This was a bad decision. Let's not do let's not do that. Maybe instead. Do we actually have Dorwinian elven stuff here? We don't. That's so wild. We need to make a Dorwinian elven armor stand now. Yeah, let's start with there. Sure. Okay, yeah, Black Numenorian stuff. We could be scary if we wanted to. Oh, man, the tower guard helmet is perfect. And I'm sad that you can't do it with just normal feathers. You have to use swan feathers. And I don't want to go to Swan Fleet and just to get swan feathers, you know? It's pissing me off a little bit. But it's fine. You know what? We will overcome, as the kids say. We could go to Tharbad, because Swanfleet is right there. Do you think there's swans in the Shire Marshes? There's probably swans in the Shire Marshes. Hold on. Yeah, let's go to the Shire Marshes. There's probably swans there. Excuse me. Thank you. Alright, lads, we'll be back soon. Don't burn down anything. I'm gonna go get you guys some drip. We have to cross the river, though. I should really invest in a bridge. In a bridge across the river. That would be quite useful. Maybe that's a building project for a later time, when I'm going back and forth to the Shire a lot more, which, you know, to be honest, isn't really going to happen, so I don't think we should really bother with it anyway. But, let's go... we'll just use our horse to just jump spam our way to the Shire Marshes, which should be just, if we just ride directly west, we will hit it, get some swan helmets, come back, craft the swan helmets for our boys, designate them as captains, bring them to the Black Uruk Fortress. Yeah, okay, jump spamming still works. That's good. Bring them to the Black Uruk Fortress where they can start our push, essentially. That's going to be it. You know, very soon we will be heading into Mordor. Man, we've gotten so far. We've explored so many places together as a group. And I've done my best to try and showcase the different features of the mod. The one thing that I didn't do is brewing. Brewing is the system in the mod where you can make your own alcoholic beverages, healing beverages. I think what I'll do is I will replace some of the orc draft barrels in the stronghold there. That's one thing I didn't do, because orc draft is very useful. It gives you speed and strength, which could be useful for the journey. So I kept those orc draft barrels there. What I could do is I could maybe augment it, and I could use some Athelis brew, because Athelis brew is good for healing and regeneration. So then with that, I will show you the brewing system of the mod, to how you would brew something. And brewing does take time. So I should have maybe done this earlier in the playthrough, but hey, what you gonna do? I was too busy exploring and then building an army. So honestly, I think it is at least somewhat forgivable. And man, I love going through the Shire again with this horse, going through as this battle-hardened warrior. Do I still have arrows in me? No, I don't. I looked like a hedgehog um, right before I started recording this bit again after while I was busy making the boulder around the outside banner of the fortress rather than the inside banner. When I was making that boulder, I was getting shot by enemies. But the thing is, because I was protected, I didn't take any damage, but the arrows still registered as being hit, so I was just covered in arrows. I was a porcupine, essentially. But, you know, I didn't take any damage, so it was fine, but it looked a little bit ridiculous. And I hoped that I didn't still have those arrows on me when I came back to the Shire, because good lord, that would be embarrassing. Come back saying, hey, I'm a war hero, and you're just covered in arrows, like, yeah, they didn't kill me. They tried, but they didn't. They couldn't get after old Nick, alright? They couldn't get old LeftClick here. They could try their best, but it's not gonna happen. You know, I'm too wily. I'm like a fox, or like a... What are some other wily animals? I mean, coyotes, I guess. But ravens and crows aren't wily as they are just clever. I feel like the only wily animals are coyotes and foxes. Like, small cannons are just shittier versions of wolves, I guess. Coyotes and foxes are more solitary hunters, though, aren't they? Like, when's the last time you seen a pack of coyotes hunt? You don't really see that, because they don't take down big prey. They take down smaller prey, right? So, if they take down smaller prey, they have no need to be in packs. But wolves, they coordinate in packs, and they take down freaking moose. Have you guys seen a moose in real life? They are ungodly massive. Like, they are the size of a bus. Well, not literally the size of a bus. I would say they are about the size of an American SUV. That is beyond crazy to me. Because where I live, we don't have moose. But my parents, or at least one of my parents, is from Canada. And so often I go to visit him, and occasionally I come to visit his side of the family. And occasionally we go farther north than where he's from to just, you know, have a wilderness day, essentially. Because, you know, if you couldn't tell by episode, 79, I love nature. I love learning about plants. I love learning about animals. I love just observing the scenery around me. And the thing is, when you go up to, like, not northern Canada, not to the territories, but if you just go, like, more than 100 or 200 miles north of the border, you begin to see moose in some areas that are a little bit less populated, because moose generally are extirpated by car accidents and things like that. But when I say car accidents, I mean like the moose will destroy your car rather than your car destroying the moose. It's insane. But anyway, moose. I saw a moose in real life only once, and oh my god, it blew my mind. Same thing with when I went to Montana in the United States, and holy crap, I saw a bison in person. I saw a group of bison actually, and they were very close to our car because when you go to Yellowstone National Park, it's a national park in the United States, and it's one of I think it's like the biggest or one of the biggest national parks. And what you can do there is you can just drive along roads, and because the wildlife is protected and people aren't really encouraged to hunt them or anything, or at least the rangers care about them, wildlife will just walk across the road. And guess what? You better stop for them because that's their road. You're in their home. You know? That's how I like to think of it, at least. And these bison were just walking on the road in our way, and we didn't honk at them or anything. We just watched them, and those things are the power behind them. You could feel it. They're just so massive, and the sounds they make. When you think of like a low bellow, you can hear like an old man going, "I'm scary." their bellows were so low, you would feel them rather than hear them. It is a experience in perspective, if nothing else. And speaking of perspective and seeing things, I haven't seen a single swan in here, so I think coming here was a mistake. So I think what I'll do is I'll just wait until next episode, and in between now and then, I will go to Swanfleet or Doran Arneal or somewhere with swans, get some swan feathers, make some swan helmets for the captains of my crew, and then by the time that's done, and by the time I'm done with that, and once that fast travel timer refresher is over, we'll be ready to go into our base as a starting point and do some excursions and see if we can take down some big boys, not just some Mordor orcs, but also Black Uruks, or maybe even some Ologai and Wargs. Who knows? But we won't know until next time. So, as I've said, don't listen to Noldor propaganda. The kinslaying was not justified.